Hey everybody, this is Kimberly and you are watching Thriving on a Budget. So, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how my family has been able to survive all the financial craziness that's going on right now. The different steps that we were already working on before this happened, and how those decisions have helped us out a lot right now with all the unpredictable things that are going on. First, in a few of my other videos, I've shown you guys my stockpile from couponing. So if that's something that you're wanting to look into, I would definitely encourage that. I got into couponing a couple years ago after I hurt my back at work, and it's been a huge lifesaver. I don't have a very large family, so I only had to coupon for probably 8 months, and that was able to build up a big enough stockpile that my family's needs were sufficient, that we were okay. So I don't coupon hardcore anymore. It's usually just a couple filler items to restock when certain items get low. So I don't do a whole lot of couponing on my channel just because my family's needs are not as high as some other people's. So if you're wanting to look into couponing, I would highly encourage you to look at some of my favorite couponers on YouTube. I would say look at One Cute Couponer, Ohio Valley Couponer, Couponing for a Cause, Couponing with Tony, Couponing with Star. All of them are really, really good if that is something you want to look into. Another thing, and so that helped a lot with my budget because since I had those items I was getting for very cheap and sometimes free, it wasn't coming out of my food budget anymore. So couponing is something to consider. Another thing that blessed and benefited my family right before all the craziness happened. We already started doing some of the Dave Ramsey stuff. We already started doing the Snowball Debt paying method, where you can print one of these off online. Just kind of Google Snowball Debt chart or whatever. So you write down your different debts and you write them from smallest to largest. The concept behind that is if you're paying off your smallest debt first, it's kind of satisfying, like, oh yeah, this is working, and you can gradually work up to your bigger debts, and paying off a little bit at a time, you're seeing success rather than just having all of the money go to interest. So there's that, as well as he has his baby steps that we were working on. So I didn't do his baby steps exactly perfect. So his first 3 baby steps are have $1,000 safety net in your savings, pay off all of your debt using the Snowball Debt method, and then build up 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. So because my family had already been in financially difficult situations in the past, I kind of would bat back and forth between number 2 and 3, where I was simultaneously throwing some money at savings and some money at debt back and forth. And that's what ended up working for me. And I'm grateful I did it that way just because things got crazy. And that's been helping us survive and function, because for a little bit my husband was furloughed, and it was nice to have some stuff stashed away in case we needed it. So definitely look into really good couponers on YouTube. It's definitely something that can help you out a lot. And I named a few of my personal favorites who I feel can probably teach you couponing better than I can. It's something that I do. But there's some people that just do it more often. And so if you're getting new into couponing, it would be a good experience to look into those individuals. Consider looking into Dave Ramsey. And then another one that I really enjoy would be Jordan Page. So I started doing that as well before everything went crazy, before everything went down. Jordan Page, she has a website called funcheaperfree.com. Big fan of her. So she does something called shelf cooking. And from being able to do that, you can save a lot of money on groceries if you have a few solid staples in your pantry. And then when you go grocery shopping, obviously, like, be mindful of like what kind of meals that you're going to cook. But if you're doing a shelf cooking month to help minimize your grocery budget, and you can redirect that money towards something else like savings or debt. There was one month in particular that things were tight, and by doing her method of shelf cooking and writing down what inventory I had in my freezer and my fridge and my cupboard, I knew what items I already had. And so grocery shopping, I was just buying things to add to those. I wasn't grocery shopping for every little thing. It was, okay, I have pasta, I have mashed potato flakes, I have whatever already in my pantry. What can I add to that to make a meal? And so there was at least 1 or 2 months that like I had to be super tight on budget, just because there was other expenses coming up. So there was 1 month I swear I spent $25 to $27 a week on groceries, but that worked. Like that helped me not dip into my savings because I was going into this vicious cycle where um, I would, try to be on a budget, but every now and then I would just pull money out of my savings. So I made a point that I was not going to touch my savings no matter what. It's like, do you know what? If I just have less money to go grocery shopping this next week, I'll make it work. But I would really encourage you to look into some of these people. Look into Dave Ramsey, look into Jordan Page, look into some of these really good couponers out there. And I'm saying this simply because I know that I don't know everything. Some of the things I show you on my channel will be fun sales that I have found or different methods that I use to save money. But I know that there's other people with really good experience out there too that I think could bless you guys, and I wouldn't want to deprive you of them just being like, "Oh, we'll only watch my channel." No, there's plenty of people out there who are truly brilliant at saving money, so of course I would want to direct you towards them. Um yeah, just kind of in a nutshell, all of those things are good things to look into and just kind of figure out how can you restructure your budget. Everyone's really struggling right now. And so now might be the time to really consider budgeting. I know a lot of people are kind of intimidated and scared by the concept of budgeting because they're afraid it's restrictive or going to be hard. Don't think of it that way. Think of it of being more aware of how much you make and how much your bills are so you can have more freedom. Dave Ramsey has a free app called the Every Dollar app. I'd look into that if I were you. I've used it before. It does not attach to any of your bank accounts. It simply is where you can input the numbers for how much your paycheck was versus how much your expenses are. So it just kind of helps you start budgeting and being more aware of what you're spending if that is a weak area for you. I'm hoping that sharing some of these resources with you can be helpful. And I hope you guys are staying safe and that this can help you guys get into a better situation. Have a good night and be safe, guys. Bye.